What's up guys, how you all doing? Trust you guys are doing well. It's your boy Michael Olawale. So today guys, first of all, I know that before now I said I'm going to post a video about a school here in United States, but because there is like a latest development in Canada that I needed to talk about that concerns international student, I decided to pen the other content for maybe next week or after this particular one, because I know admission has started for most school in Canada, and it's very essential for me to put this information out there, because most prospective international students might not really know this, especially if they are the ones that the so-called agents help them to do a lot of the admission process. So I just felt like I needed to do this video to put that information out. First of all, do you know that there is a change in policy regarding international students in Canada? If you don't know, then you need to continue watching this video. This video is for you. So a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago, the Canadian government announced a change to how international students are going to be able to obtain their PGWP, that's a postgraduate work permit. And just 3 days ago, there is also a list that came out backing what they said about 2 weeks ago. So let me digress a little bit. I don't know if this video is going to be very long or it's going to be very short, but I'll try as much as possible to focus on every area that I need to focus on. I actually have my phone here with me because I want all the information I'm going to be saying to be accurate to the best of my knowledge, at least to the best of my knowledge. And again, as at the time recording this this content or the video. So as an international student or as a prospective international going forward, you need to know certain things, and especially if you want to live in Canada after your study. Yeah, if you want to live in Canada, maybe like 60% or 50% of people who study in Canada decide to stay back. Of course, not everybody, but some do stay back. So if you are the type that stay back, you need to watch this video to the end. So before now, when you do your study in Canada, you apply for your graduate work permit as long as your school is a DLI or your course is also like is qualified for it. But the changes that comes in now is that not only that your course is qualified or your school is DLI. Now it is essential that even before you apply for any course, before you apply for any major, the first thing you need to check is the course that you want to do. Is it going to be in labor shortage? So there's what they call labor shortage. That means, like, to the best of my knowledge, like if they don't have enough people in that profession. And when I saw that, I was really like surprised, because it seems that maybe Canada is also going in the pattern of UK. Everybody is trying to tighten up when it comes to immigration policy, and Canada is not leaving any stone untouched. So if you are an international student, you want to apply to Canada, the major you want to do, the course you want to do, especially if you are in master's program or PhD, is the course going to qualify for PGWP when you are done with your program. So like I said earlier on from the beginning of this video, they just released a list of school, a list of course or that is going to be qualified for this. Check the description box. I'm going to put the link so that you can check. So before you even apply to any school, you need to reach out to the school and ask them, the major I want to do, is it qualified for this? Is it qualified for me to get a work permit when I'm done? You want to find out that. You don't just want to apply to the school and at the end of the day, when you get admitted, you get there and you find out that you are not qualified. Another thing that that also kind of like stand out for me from the new policy, this is regard to people who want to go with their spouse or their dependent. So before now, if you are studying, especially for masters, you can literally bring your dependent with you and they'll be able to work 40 hours. But going forward, certain major will not be able to get an open work permit or open work permit for their spouse. That means that people who want to take advantage of why they are studying, they also want to be with their family or they want to be with their spouse, and their spouse will be working to also support the family. The reverse might be the case now. You might not be able to do that. So you also want to find out going forward, is your spouse going to qualify for that? Because you don't want to apply for a school, you don't want to apply for a course when you get admitted, when you're about to apply for the study permit and they grant yours and they didn't grant your dependent. So please find out those information before you proceed. And regarding doing a course that is going to qualify for work permit when you're done, which is 3-year work permit, so you might want to reach out to your school or the school you want to apply to ask them, is this major I'm about to study or I'm about to come here to study for, is it qualified for work permits when I'm done? Yeah, because this is a new policy and some school might not have what we call CIP, which is the code. This is the code of all, each job has a code, each course that you're studying has a code, that's a number. So with that number, you can literally tell if your major is going to be qualified for work permit or not. And some schools might not have it on their website because it's a new development. So before you start applying to schools, you might want to do that first. You don't want to waste your $120 Canadian application fee. I've said that several times that when it comes to application fee, Canada is not really, Canada schools are not really doing international student favor regarding that, unlike their counterpart United States, where they do application waiver. I've attended different information section several times in Canadian school, when I asked them like, hey, can I get an application waiver, and they say, sorry, no, we can do that. So in order for you not to waste your application fee and finding out later, it is better, write to the school of graduate school, hey, I want to make an inquiry, I want to do an MBA, my concentration is data management or data analytics, is it qualified for postgraduate work permit when I'm done? So you want to do that. Another thing that you need to also know is that going forward, for you to get the work permit when you're done with your program, you still need to do what is called IELTS, which is International English Language Test. When I saw this, it's so funny to me because you study in Canada, but for you to get your work permit or PGWP, PGWP. Sorry, I keep messing that up. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it or I'm messing it up, but you guys will know. Before you get it, you need to prove to the Canadian government that you really understand English. Why I said it's funny to me is that you study in Canada. This is the school that you just graduated from, and you are trying to apply for the work permit to be able to get the Canadian working experience, and they are asking you to do English language test again. It's so funny. But then why it's not really like funny to me, having been someone who has been following immigration policy over the years, I know that even if you don't do it while you need the work permit, if you are going to apply for your PR, which is a permanent resident in Canada, you still have to do it. A lot of critics have talked about how this is unfair to international students, considering that they study in Canada and they are taught in English language, or they are taught in in French, and Canadian government is asking them to write English language tests. But it's what it is. I think they are just trying to shrink down people that are, how many people they are they are going to admit, or how many people they are going to accept to live in their country after they study. So it's now left for you as an international student to see if these conditions is something that you really can work with. So if you're an international student, have it in mind that you are going to do that. So it's better you start preparing. And again, the English language test is it expired every two years. So if you are going to do it, maybe you want to do it maybe 5 months before your graduation or something. So that's the information. And another information that I almost forget is, if your program is 1 year, like you are going for an MBA and you intend to do an intensive program where you want to finish in 1 year, and you want to come with your spouse might not be able to get open work permit. So if you want your dependent to get a work permit, or getting open work permit, your program has to be at least 16 months. So it can't be 1 year. Even though a couple of maybe I think last year or a couple of months ago, Canadian government announced that with a program of 1 year now, you cannot get 3 years work authorization. They are now coming back to us to let us know that if you are coming with your dependent, then you need to consider doing a course that is more than 1 year, because your spouse might not be able to get that work permit. So those are the information that Canadian government has actually put out in a couple of days ago. And prior to recording this video or this content, I saw online that Canadian government did a draw today. And it's so funny because the last time they did a draw, I think the draw was maybe 4 something. That's the mark that they accept. Let me be sure, guys. Let me just be sure. I don't want to put wrong information out there, but I know I saw something like that today, that they did a draw. So the sales score for today for the PNP is actually 743. So anyway, congratulations to people who are able to get into this draw, which is express entry. Hold on, guys, let me quickly check 1 or 2 things. I want to be sure the last draw that they did, I want to be sure the score. Yeah, so the last score that they actually did before now was about 4 something, but now it's actually 743. Well, I don't know how people are going to, be able to get that except to get, province nominee. But it shows that a lot of people actually are able to, get it, which is really, really good. So, it's what it is, guys. It seems that relocating abroad or moving from one country to another is beginning to be difficult. But like, guys, it's all about your determination. It's all about how do you want it, and how the effort you can put in. So that's just it. And don't forget, like, admission for fall for 2025 it's already started for most school. Some school is going to be starting in 1st of November, but in some school in Canada it's already started. Even here in United States already started. I'll try as much as possible to post some school on my Facebook page. If you don't know, my Facebook page is Michael Olawale. I'm going to post it there. I'm going to try and post it on my YouTube. So guys, that's the information I feel that I need to share with you guys today. If you are planning to apply to Canada as an international student, you might need to consider some of this information that I've shared with you guys, because you don't want to do something that at the end of the day you waste money, you waste time, you waste other resources. So what do you think about the new policy, guys? Do you think Canada is trying to crack down on immigration? Canada over the years have been known for welcoming different people into the country, but it seems that they are trying to be rigid a little bit now. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how school are also going to be relayed today, because a lot of people have been saying that some schools are not really happy with this latest development, because they actually need the international tuition to really run some of all these schools. But we'll see how it goes. Just let me know what you guys think about the new policy. Do you think it's a good development, or do you think that it's not good for international students? So guys, put your thought in the comment section. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. My next video is going to be shortly me talking about my trip to Cleveland, and talk to you about the school. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel for more content. Bye for now, and God bless.